Good morning. Bread Bike began right down the road here at the big green house in the corner left in Santa Barbara. My friend Willie had the idea to build a mobile bike-based cafe so she could give away coffee and baked goods along the bike path. She pitched it to me, and I said, yeah, let's do it. And we built the trailer, and then we rode down the bike path, and I made some bread. We had slices of bread and butter. She had cinnamon buns. We had some coffee, and we gave it away to people as they went to work. At the time, I'd recently moved to SLO after having visited for the past 10 years or so, and I had a single goal. I wanted to make as much food as I could for as many different people as I could, and to build a community through the sharing of that food. I didn't know exactly what that would look like, but I knew it would involve dough, because I love to make bread, pizza, and pasta. And I knew it's what I wanted to be spending all of my time doing. So I've been making these things for my friends, and another good friend of mine said, Sammy, your bread is so good, I want to eat it every week, and I bet a lot of other people do too. And I really like the sound of that, and I'd also just finished that bike trailer, and that was the beginning of Bread Bike. I started baking loaves at my home 4 at a time, and creating a list of people who wanted bread every week. I'd bake for them, I'd hop on my bike, and I'd bike to their house, and I'd deliver bread, and I'd hang out and talk. The list kept growing. I called it a community-supported bakery, a nod to farmers' community-supported agriculture programs known as CSAs. If you were part of the CSB, you'd get a loaf of bread every week, and I'd pick which loaf that was, and I'd bike it to your house. We still call Bread Bike a community-supported bakery. We know that our work goes two ways. We work to support this community, and we are dependent on the support of this community to do our work. And the community has supported us more than I could ever imagine. After baking at my home for about 9 months, I began renting space from another bakery downtown. My friend and now one of my business partners, Mariah, joined me, and we continued baking our hearts out. We grew and grew, at times biking extra bread we had downtown to give away to strangers on the street who became our friends. Biking our bread around town lets us slow down and connect deeper to our surroundings and with our neighbors, sharing front porch talks and smiles with the community. Then one day, about a year ago, I asked Mariah, do you think it's about time we have our own bakery? And she said, yeah, and then it was game on. And I did it. We raised money through peer-to-peer loans from a group of community members who believe in us and our vision. We signed a lease this May, and over the summer, I built a bakery alongside my father and the help of countless other friends, new and old. Now, I built a bakery is worth a lot more than one sentence, though. But yeah, it was the scariest, most exhausting, challenging thing I've ever done. I need a lot more than 5 minutes to talk about it, but that's not this speech. Regardless, the love and support from my community carried me through that. When I was baking at home, I had peaked at around 90 loaves of bread over 3 days of work. Led by our third partner, Matt, we now bake hundreds of loaves of bread in a few hours every day. We still bike to over 150 community members' homes, but we also bring bread to grocery stores, farmers markets, and cafes. And now we have people bike to us at our home on Parker Street, right down the road from here. Bread Bike's mission is to cultivate, educate, and inspire an inclusive community that cares about their food, their farmers, their planet, and each other. We believe that kindness matters. We believe humans have a responsibility to take care of the earth by growing and consuming responsibly grown food. We believe in the power of local connections and community, and we really, really, really love making the best tasting bread and pastries we can make for all our friends here in SLO. Before I moved here, I've been traveling around the world for a couple years. My goal while traveling was to meet people and make food with them or for them. At some point along my travels, I was talking with a friend back at home, and they asked me what I had learned, and I told them I had learned that every single person in the world was my friend, but we had yet to discover our friendship, and that I loved all my friends. Making and sharing food is how I best show that love. So thank you, friends, and I hope to see you in our bakery soon. We're baking all sorts of stuff the next couple of days, and we'll be open from 9 to 3 tomorrow, and then early on Thanksgiving morning from 8 to 11. Thanks.